So over the weekend, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was free for all Steam users to try out and play. Unlike most of the internet, I wasn't part of the hate train when the reveal trailer came out. In fact, I thought it looked pretty interesting. In the end, I skipped out on the game because I didn't really have the right budget and I was still preoccupied with playing CSGO. I was still in school, so I was busy with schoolwork and other org activities. When Infinite Warfare went free to try for the weekend, I instantly hopped on and played some multiplayer matches online and grew some interesting opinions that I didn't think I would have. My first ever true Call of Duty was Black Ops. I did play the first Call of Duty as well as COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, but those were in internet cafes or in friends' houses, so I only played them for a short amount of time and I didn't get invested. It was only until we got a PS3 in early 2011 and bought Black Ops that I fell in love with the series. I played Black Ops almost every day and watched COD vids on YouTube like those from Chris Move and CNanners. Black Ops was basically my thing back then. Then, Modern Warfare 3 came out and I bought it too. I had fun as well. I had a little more rage, but I still had fun. Then I bought Black Ops 2. I also had fun, but I started to get tired of COD. A lot of the BS was still there, and I saw the game going in a direction that I did not like. It was focusing more and more on the MLG scene, which is fine, but it started to lose its charm and fun factor for me. I decided to skip Ghost and Advanced Warfare because I felt fatigued from the series, but then I bought Black Ops 3 when we got a PS4 because I always favored Treyarch games over others. But sadly, I don't know, it just didn't grab me. I went back and played older COD like World at War and Modern Warfare 2 again, and I realized that the seriousness of those games is what kept me immersed and invested. Now in Black Ops 3, you basically play superheroes that use glowing boxing gloves and swords, and at the end players are dabbing. It seems weird. Don't get me wrong, the gameplay is still tight. In my opinion, all the CODs were good in some way and another. But it started to become too silly and generally was too childish for me. Maybe that's why Infinite Warfare interested me. To me, Infinite Warfare was a lot less silly than Black Ops 3 when I played it. The special abilities were less fictional and more believable than those of Black Ops 3. The combat was more boots on the ground, and it also felt like you needed more shots to kill, meaning you can escape from the gunfights and re-strategize. Speaking of guns, they were mostly balanced. Of course, there were some cheese weapons, especially those that you can only get through supply drops. What was odd to me were the modern and old weapons they included in the game, and how a lot of them were better than the futuristic guns. It seems out of place thematically, and it took me out of the moment a couple times. The plus side, however, is that Infinity Ward gave them out for free, so it's alright, I guess. A welcome addition to the multiplayer, in my opinion, is the health bar. Playing mostly CSGO recently, the feature that I wish more games would integrate is displaying the damage and number of hits given to the opponent. For me, it justifies deaths more and tells me that I need to adjust my aim. Infinite Warfare's health bar isn't as detailed as CSGO's damage given function, but it is still useful visual aid that adds so much to the combat. The guns are also fun to use, and the special abilities seem more probable compared to those of Black Ops 3's. It's overall a slower paced game, but not boring, and maintains the COD feel. Of course it's not perfect. I'm still not a fan of the whole supply drop system. It makes the game feel kinda cheap and like a system for Activision to earn money. The connection is also still pretty wonky. I was lagging a couple times, I thought some shots should have hit, and especially for PC, finding a match was kind of hard. There are also gun imbalances, and the maps are pretty meh. Despite these flaws, my experience with this game was pretty positive, and I'm tempted to buy the game fully. Is this game better than Black Ops 3? I wouldn't say so. I think it's about even. Black Ops 3 had more balanced guns and better maps, and it brought the whole jetpack system that came from Advanced Warfare closer to the ground. The game was also a breath of fresh air from older Call of Duties, where it was just fully militaristic combat, wherein Black Ops 3 is more has a more fantastical feel, and it also contributed to the competitive scene a lot. Infinite Warfare had a more serious tone and style, and a better boots to the ground combat system with refinement, such as the health bar. The game also provided a more traditional Call of Duty feel that is closer to that of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, despite having jetpacks included in the game. It also brought the guns to a crazy whole new level, where some might think that it's too crazy. I think it's just fine and just add to the fun factor of the game. At first I wasn't that into the whole jetpack idea when it came out in Advanced Warfare, but I think Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare did it pretty well. I never really understood the hate in Call of Duty got. I mean, if you look at it as a whole package, that's a lot of fun content scripted inside the game. There's a campaign, a multiplayer, and zombies, and all these are usually done well. I mean, of course you would get COD fatigue if you buy Call of Duty year after year after year. You should take a break once in a while. I really wish I got Infinite Warfare when it came out, because Infinite Warfare brought back my excitement for Call of Duty. In fact, even though I wasn't really into it in the beginning, I went back and played some Black Ops 3, and I found the beauty in the game once more. And initially, I wasn't excited for COD World War II, but now I'm interested again. Am I sold on Call of Duty? Maybe not, but I'm much more open-minded to it now than I was before. I guess my main point is, Infinite Warfare definitely does not deserve the hate that it gets, and it's a shame that this game will get overlooked, for it's a pretty fun game actually. If you're interested in this game, maybe it is worth your time. So thanks to anyone who's watching this. I'm sorry for the bad gameplay. I'm not very good at this game. I just wanted to express my feelings on this game and how I feel about how much it gets hated. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll let the video play out.
Brilliant. Submitting mission data to headquarters.